everyone, I'm the IslandRanger and welcome back to 0%. Unfortunately, this time around, one of our party members is not active, but don't worry, me and Zuc has gotta work around that. And it still fits quite well into our overall arcing plot. So, thank you for pointing at Red's character.
It's her, Shaney.
So, last time we left the party off, leaving the forest clearing, following Cynthia's directions, and heading down the road towards the city of Thantos. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the people who are still here,
Hi.
Chrono,
How's it going?
Z and K,
The best for last.
and the real best for last, Zuc.
Hi. I was about to mention that, but you decided to mention it instead.
By the way, I'm still looking at the title screen. If that's
That's
not intended.
So are we.
That is intended.
Okay.
That is
Someone press
unintendedly
start.
intended.
So, you guys are brought to, there are some GM sensitive stuff, so I'm on the screen as a player for those who don't know, primarily the audience. That way whenever I make a comment like switch to X or Y, that's just to let Zuc know to switch everyone to that screen.
Yep.
So, this is mainly a little bit of a response to what happened last session. Anyways, enough of the semantic stuff. As I was saying, you guys were following the directions, and you come to the gates of Thantos. Please switch to the gates. And as they load, I'll continue describing. Thantos, as a whole, is a large city nestled on top of a small hill. Even though you only get to see the walls, you can tell this place is a thriving metropolis, as you see smoke clouds rising from the center of the largest center of the city. You see homes sprawled amongst the hillside and on top of each other, and decorating the skyline, you see these tall skyscrapers, and the whole place is just lit up with a collection of eerie glows, neon glows, from sky blue to a lime green, and even down to more subtle tones, like a darkish maroon. Standing in front of the gates along your path, though, are a series of guardsmen. Some are carrying rifles, others are carrying batons, and a couple of them just seem to have a backpack with a giant antenna sticking out of them. Most of them are just milling about, others are scoping the area, just looking for anything troubling, and they actually happen to spot you as you come down to the road. Anything you want to do before they approach you?
Before combat begins.
Oh, God damn it.
I wanna look at the ones with the backpacks and see if their backpacks look similar to mine.
No, they look more like to be radio equipment.
Okay.
Radioactive.
I just wave.
I turn to the others and kind of like in a low voice say, I know we have like all this weird technology stuff, but somehow I didn't expect the city to look like this. I'm not entirely sure why.
Hey guys,
Why?
I just realized, we woke up out in the middle of nowhere with all this strange tech strapped on. How do we know that some of this isn't illegal?
Great question. Just act normal. Worst comes to worst, we
Well,
just beat them up.
I'm sure the
probably
approaching
just like-
guards
they're
will
probably
probably
just
tell us,
guards.
in which case maybe we should run after we find out.
No. If it is illegal, we just beat them up, take their gear, and run. Yes.
I am against those first two things.
I could use a gun and Morality
I
doesn't
don't
exist
think
in my
you
dreams.
need a gun with everything else going on with you.
At this point, in response to your statement about you needed a gun, Damon's like, "Why am I even implanted into this moron?"
Okay.
Ditto. Even though I can't hear you.
You can hear it, you shit. At any rate, let's just go meet the guards, play nice.
So
know,
you
Diplomacy.
yeah, approach them, and the guard who notice steps forward, holding his baton ready at the side, and says, "Halt!
Okay.
What is your permission? What is your purpose at Thantos? We are in troubled times here."
We are looking for directions, and where are we? We just woke up in a clearing a good while ago. We all don't remember this world. Apparently, we came here. It's really weird and fuzzy.
As you throughout that whole string of question, everyone might as well just imagine all the guardsmen eyebrows just slowly rising in confusion.
What my friend
I
means
kind of
to say-
just like I kind of like hold. I kind of like face palm a little bit and just shake my head. You're just spit everything out.
What my friend means to say is, we're a little lost. We're from a far off land, away from this area, and we're not sure where we're going.
You're all so boring.
A lot of guardsmen are just still looking at you quizzically. One of the riflemen has brought up his rifle to train on you guys, just
Put
in case
that
if you
shit
go.
down. We're not armed. Are you seeing any weapons in any of us?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I am
That's
carrying
a
mine.
staff. That's a walking stick.
The guardsman, if you did say that out loud, the guardsman who addressed you was like, "Well, that woman there has a blade on her, has a sword."
Oh please, she's in
And
that.
that,
You could gun her down just by quick drawing.
And that black-haired kid,
That's rude.
well, that kid with a pack there has a behemoth gear.
Oh, what now?
Ooh, I like
Huh,
that.
so that's what it's called.
That sounds cool. What is it? Where can I get one? Etc. Etc.
Again, you don't need one with everything else going on with you.
Shut it.
Behemoth gear is handed out to anyone who works with the behemoth builders.
I'm fairly sure he did. Yeah, whatever.
Still,
I'm sure he has a licensed behemoth worker.
You're a construction bot.
At any rate,
as you guys are like
I don't
having
think
this
this is for
conversation,
construction.
you see one of the radio guys tap his head to his ear, which you can clearly see has been modified. Both of his ears have been modified to accept radio waves pretty easily. He taps a finger to the ear, nods a couple times, and says, "Oi, the captain wants them."
oh, here we go again. How long before we're in a quest to save the world?
I got a shiny red button on my staff. That I
Do
can
not press the red button.
The gates,
Don't make me punch you.
Press that button.
I will punch you harder.
the guard who first addressed you is like, "Well, follow me. I'll take you to the captain." The radio operator nods once again and says, "He'll meet you at Valor Square." The guard nods once more and says, "All right, tell him we'll meet him there." And he leads you guys into the city, peacefully.
Yay.
Sweet.
Everyone, make observation rolls.
Z&K's favorite
Plus-
word.
Plus
Peacefully.
1 for awkward diplomacy that we didn't really do much with.
Okay, let's see.
Observation
What would I roll again?
10.
It's your intuition.
Ugh.
The observation you might have.
Oh!
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 Alright.
Oh!
So, Chrono and ZK, you two, look around and you see this sprawling metropolis. Think of it somewhat as downtown New York City, as if it got a neon, up facelift.
Ooh, nice.
So, like, uptown New York City.
Me gusta.
Like-
I
New-
can't
New
tell.
York
I've
City
never been to New
mixed
York
with
City
Tron.
aside from one field trip. Anyways, continuing on. On top of all that stuff, You also notice several large facilities. Please switch us to the industrial district for the split moment. You also notice several large facilities. Keep in mind, you guys have entered here. So, there are several large facilities, you can see out in the distance. And a lot of billboards are hanging up in the, area. The immediate one that you see here,
The advertising hasn't changed between the dimensions.
you can see on this large facility here with, that has a fence around it, you see the signs, Go Express, all your delivery needs. You can also see several other, other billboards scattered across the industrial district. And because you rolled crit, you can also see that way off in the distance, you can see roughly around this area, you see a sign that says Behemoth Builders.
You know?
On the one hand, maybe I should go over there. On
I
the other
just want
hand,
to point out.
maybe I shouldn't, because they might think I stole their stuff.
I just want to point out, Vern, that
Decisions-
if builders in this world have this kind of gear, I'm worried of what actual soldiers' gears look like.
I'm actually
Would
curious.
you like to ask your guard about the Behemoth Builders?
Okay, guardsmen, what are the Behemoth Builders?
On their business card, they're referred to as a construction company with a private military for protection. Though in actuality, it's more like a mercenary group that does construction on the side.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So they break it,
That
then they build it.
explains a lot, actually.
Did you take any new hires at all?
The guy just shrugs and I don't know. Anyways, this way. He says, directing you guys to the left when you get here.
I guess we go to the left.
I'm just
I
like,
Please
note-
take us to the next.
I
to the
make a
appropriate
mental
area.
note of where the Behemoth building is.
One more time.
I make a mental note of where
Oh,
the
it's the
Behemoth
island.
building is.
Take us to the
island.
slums.
Okay. Wow.
apparently we're in Tron. Or a very,
Apparently
very bad
in,
game of Tetris.
Like a rainbow spider web.
We need to get Daft Punk as our DJ. We need him as a party
Alright,
DJ.
starting down here.
We're in a maze.
So yeah, you guys,
Where the butts are we?
you guys are quickly ushered through a checkpoint, and then you enter from industrial, workplace to crowded slums. You can see that, most of the buildings recently are in this very close vicinity are actually pretty up to date, well kept, but, due to the sloping nature of the hill, you can tell as you go down the hill, the buildings become shittier and shittier.
Oh, hey.
Are you sure your captain's over here? It seems like we're going into the bad part of town.
I was informed that he was coming through Baladar Square in about 20 minutes or so. Let's keep moving.
Good to see the slums are the same between dimensions.
I'm just, after all that builder's
Quick
gear
question,
incident,
what year is it?
The year is 3065.
Okay, maybe we didn't actually go to a different dimension. Maybe we just traveled forward in time through some weird dream mumbo jumbo.
but
Whatever.
with Ver's gear being building material, I'm wondering who uses my staff.
I don't know, maybe some Dumbo dropped it or something.
Yeah, but they also said
Ver.
Mammoth has like a private army or something, so this could be part of that.
Ver, because you were the only one that rolled above the 10s, let alone rolled a crit, re-roll your observation for the slums area.
Oh, but I was gonna ask Damon if he knows anything about Behemoth.
Well,
You are just not paying attention to anything after leaving the industrial district.
Pretty
too
light.
busy thinking about the implications of what I've learned so far.
So yes.
Alright, you asked Damon about the Behemoth, and Damon's just like, why should I care? They don't use destructive units.
The fuck are destructive units anyway?
I think
You-
that's what
you-
Damon
Isn't
is.
isn't
I
that
know
kind
that's
of
what
obvious?
I realize that's what he is.
Oh, okay.
And you're like, what the fuck are destructive units anyway?
I mean, I think
Spoilers, mate.
it's kind of. It's kinda,
You're ruining the fun if I tell you.
Wow.
I think it's kind of self-evident. It's like an AI that boosts your power. So
I never
a
found
unit
I
that
see such a
destroys.
meta AI before, but whatever. Let's keep going.
Well,
Let's go talk to the boss.
he wants you to freak out.
Let's go talk to the boss.
Anyways, you guys are carefully guided down this way, and eventually you come to this cross section. The guard motions down that way, but this way you do notice that it is actually blocked off due to a power outage of some sort. The lights along the streets are currently out.
memories of Pokemon X.
Oh boy.
Luckily it's only like the guard man sees your stairs and is just like, it'll probably be working up when in the hour or so. Come on.
Okay.
That's a
Ooh,
good.
the square.
That's an interesting thought. What powers this area? Crystals?
Generators, probably.
Yeah, we saw some weird crystals out where we woke up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I mean,
do you know the spot? Do you remember the spot? We could send out some miners and get that stuff.
what would I roll to remember the
Probably
rough?
not.
What
Knowledge.
exactly are the crystals used for?
What would I roll to remember the rough distance of where we? What? Oh,
Intuition.
knowledge. Shit.
Intuition.
Okay, baby, come on. I really gotta
Chrono,
get
what was your
that.
roll for?
The same thing.
Neither of you remember.
Wow.
Well,
Oh,
I'm just like
I don't really wanna tell
that
him, so.
way-ish. I don't know how far. though.
Whatever.
But
It was a
you
way.
did ask what they were used for, and he replies, "Well, weaponry, of course. There, some powerful high-end gear needs those crystals to act as agents, primarily laser weaponry."
Good thing
Ooh.
we didn't remember then.
Interesting.
At any rate, let's keep going then. I'm sure your boss wants to ask us to do some menial task for him.
Please move to Baldar Square, Zuc.
You know, he's curious about how we don't know anything about anything.
And that you apparently have behemoth gear. For whatever reason.
Alright.
I noticed
So
the
are you-
mysterious person in the cloak.
Are you a thief in your part? Is that your part-time job? Is that it?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
Alright.
Sure.
Anyways, as you guys reach Baldar Square, as you approach it, you do hear someone preaching. It's a woman, and she's being very haughty about it. The preaching goes somewhere like this: "Praise Hecate, goddess of the moon. May her three faces see all," and so on and so forth. Approaching the center, you see this large raised platform made of marble and and the woman is addressing the crowd. She's wearing what appears to be like a sort of priestess robe. She's just gesturing outward. You do notice on her robe though there are two fake heads, kind of like drawn, basically fixtured onto the outfit. So it looks like she has three heads that see everywhere. Though two of them are unmoving, and then there's her real one that's just preaching.
Well, 1,000 years go by, but crazy's still crazy.
Aside the woman though, you see a man that is wearing what you'd probably say is probably the most futuristic heavy armor you've seen today, as it is quite bulky on his person.
So,
Marcus Phoenix?
Brotherhood of Steel from Fallout?
Try less Fallout, more shiny, and has a nice neon glow to it.
Ooh.
I know. I look to the guard. I'm just like, why does everything have to glow in this area? Why does
Because
everything
it
have
looks
to glow?
awesome.
Also, it's also a reaction from our primary fuel source.
crystals.
No, the crystals are used for weaponry. We have to, there's a special, there's a type of oil, not like petroleum, but it's harvested from within the planet. Reactive, gives off this bright glow. Kind of pain in the ass when you want to sleep, though.
The guard's just like, why are you people so dumb?
Yeah, he actually does mutter that after turning away. Anyways, the crowded area, even though we don't have tokens out because that's just way too many to manage, there's actually
You put little colored dots.
there's actually a large group of people just clustered around, milling about, talking to themselves, listening to the preaching. And unfortunately, the thorough of the area is pretty well jam-packed. People, roll observations.
God damn it! Stop making us roll this
You
shit.
could put like a colored box.
Can I just resolve?
showing
I just really want to see shit. I
Oh!
want to see it really badly.
I think resolve is legal. Island.
I believe resolve is legal for this.
Go
God
ahead.
damn it.
I'm gonna
There we go.
die so horribly in combat.
Yeah, you rolled 2 crits. So yeah, all of you rolled 10. So you guys do notice that there is what appears to be a cop car parked in over here.
Over where? Oh, there.
There's a cop car parked
Oh,
over
You
here.
failed your real life observation test.
He rolled a net 1 on that. But yes, there's
Because my screen isn't
there's
that
a
big.
there is a parked police vehicle
You can
here.
zoom out.
There looks to be one person, they're, inside just, the vehicle chatting to something, probably like, a screen inside the car or something like that, I don't know. Anyways, take your best guess on what it's doing there. Anyways, as the preaching goes on and you try to make your way through the, thorough, the lights go out.
Oh, amazing.
Ooh.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
that's nice. I like that.
The lights go out with a sudden the guardsman starts looking around, panic. A lot of the townsfolk, the people milling in the streets are a little bit nervous. The priestess has stopped her preaching, and the guy buyer has reached for what appears to be a baton along at his side.
Well, this looks ugly. I'm gone. I activate discreet aura.
Okay,
Oh,
roll
boy.
for a discreet aura. Holy crap,
did.
you net crit of that. So
You
you
keep
crit
critting you people. What the hell?
It's because we're gonna die in combat.
It just means combat's gonna be really funny for us. Dude.
Exactly.
But yes. So,
This would be a perfect time for my armor to initiate.
yeah, the power goes out, and everyone's starting to freak out when you guys start noticing someone moving up towards the pedestal. He's wearing a brown trench coat, and he has what appears to be a black fedora nestled on his head. He's keeping his head low, and the trench coat's collar is pulled up to hide his face.
Looks fishy. Investigating.
Let me finish.
Yeah, well,
Also,
go
there's
back to your spot.
technically a giant crowd between you and the platform.
God damn it. Okay.
In his hand, though, he appears to be holding a device that his thumb's just constantly brushing along. And another thing is, I forgot to mention this earlier, though, but everyone but this guy is wearing a similar, gauntlet, bracer around their arms. This guy is without one. Yeah, go.
I sense a Deus Ex style
Yep.
thing. Maybe not.
Are we in the middle of the human revolution?
Okay.
When
Empathy.
when he finally gets up to the platform,
I wanted to roll empathy. God damn it.
Can I?
why do you want to roll empathy?
Trying
for?
to see like the way he's walking, like if he looks like he's gonna harm said preacher on stage.
Go ahead, roll it.
Empathy.
I guess I'll roll that too.
Let's see, empathy.
Resolve or intuition?
Let me
which
check.
would be better?
Yeah, resolve probably keys into it, honestly. Intuition. Resolve or intuition, yep.
All right. So you can tell that he does. He looks. He's actually trying to conceal his person going through the crowd. But he doesn't seem to be very ill intent in terms of I want to hurt you.
Okay.
As he gets up
He's
on the
still very
platform,
questionable, though.
he bows politely to the woman, and then turns to the crowd and says, "Good people of Thantos, you have been lied to. Everywhere you look, the media feeds you with false information. This woman here and her kind are just pawns in a grand plan to kill all of you. I have seen this, and me and my brothers have seen this. They all want to make you nothing. We believe in you as who you are, people. We are the undefined, and we will protect you." The woman just sneers at him and is like, "The undefined are a pathetic rabble. They have no right to exist." The man just looks to her and says, "Your god doesn't exist. It hasn't existed, and no god hasn't existed on this planet in the past 1,000 years."
Oh, right in your three faces.
The woman is taken aback, but the guy that was with her pulls out the baton, and at this moment you can tell that it's actually a powered down laser sword as he finally powers it up, and basically the blade shines in a bright green glow, and a shield activates on his left arm, pulling out a similar glowing shield. He barks at the man. You do not insult Hecate like that, filth." The man takes a step back, but he puts on a brave face and says, "Me, filth, you're the one that is believing all this trash. You are the filth. You belong in the trash, my dear friend. I want to live, and I will take as many people with me to live as well." It is also at this moment that you guys notice that the man in the police vehicle has gotten out of the car. And primary reason why you know this is that the streets, ever since the guy had drew his sword, the streets have been flooding out of people. The guy who came out of the car pulls out a similar backpack and gets that on. Also at this moment, you see
A similar backpack to mine?
no, this one's big and bulky.
Oh, okay.
Also from the north, you see a man who pushing up his glasses and is just nodding to himself, giving off this presence of this ain't gonna be good. And what is your primary reactions to this?
I guess. Well, I'm not that selfish. If everyone else doesn't want to break it up, I'll just sit by and I will grab a pebble off the floor and be ready to chuck it at the first sign of violence, though.
All right, everyone roll. Everyone do another observation roll.
I'm ready to shoot somebody in the kneecap. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. I should. Well, this is very appropriate because, as you guys are just like about ready to sit down and start munching on popcorn, you notice that Red is not there.
Wait, what?
Red has vanished.
Whatever. It happens all the time.
Oh, and the kicker, the guy who was with you, the guardsman. You see all you see of what's left of him is his body, flat on the ground with blood pouring out, and a dark, shadowy figure standing on top of him.
Stop.
Oh.
Okay, I froze
This
that
way?
pebble on said shadowy figure.
All right.
I'm
Roll
not here.
initiative.
Who are you? What happened? What?